Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's November the 18th. It's time to roll out of Danang. It's been wonderful. Of course, I'm on the other side of the river now, away from the beach. When I arrived, I was at the beach. I like both sides. You know, I like the beachfront area. You know, for certain, of course, there's a lot more activity as you could expect because it's more a heavy influx of tourists and things of that nature. But this side over here is a lot more conservative. Well, not conservative, but just cozy and very, very laid back. It's very active, you know, business, commerce, and things of that nature. This is considered the business district. But I'm gonna give you one final shot of Danang, right from the river side, from the Novotel Hotel, and I'm already packed up. We're gonna, you know, roll on out of here, get to the airport. Flight leaves at 9:40. They suggested that I get there or leave here, you know, later than 7. So I'll probably go downstairs. I'm gonna go downstairs and catch a Grab, which again is the equivalent of a Lyft or Uber, and the airport ride will be about 10 to 15 minutes depending upon traffic. So this is what this is the last view of the skyline in the city portion on the riverside of Danang before we roll out. Okay, one more scan, y'all. One more scan. This is the Danang on the business side of town. Right? Food is good over here. Of course. Food is good over here. It was good on the other side. It's probably a little less expensive on this side though. Of course, and it's you would expect because you're away from the beach area. That's inundated with people. But this is the lifestyle right here. There's a building right there that the realtor took me to take a look at. With a beautiful condo that you saw. That's again the Danang River. That's normally clear. Because of the rains that they had is now brown, dirty. All right, so that's it, y'all. Let's get on out of here. Let's get downstairs and get this cab on this grab. Last view of the hotel room. Got my bags nicely packed. I don't think I'm missing anything. I'm looking around. No sneakers. I got my fire stick from behind the TV. I have my fire stick. Let me check the bathroom real quick. Let me check on. Let's see, man. Nothing in the bed. Nah, nothing in the bed. Nothing in the covers. All right. Nothing over here. Okay, here's the key. What's all this right here? Oh, the other key. You know, like you know, in the States. You know, you can just leave out of your room once you get ready to check out. You can leave the key. You can turn the key in, and you don't have to turn the key in, right? But here, they want you to turn the key in. They go, okay. I know what you got. There you go. Always double check. Always double check your hotel. Always double check your hotel. I'm saying that for myself because I always fail to completely check my hotel. I'm always leaving something behind. I got everything over here. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, again, when you're checking out of a hotel over here in this area, in this particular part of the world, you gotta have these keys. You gotta turn them in. They're gonna send somebody up here to get them before they give you all clear. All right, let's go, y'all. Danang, it's 6 in the morning. Check them out, y'all. 6 in the morning, just like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Selling their veggies and the other sellable items, coconuts, sitting out there. You know, almost like they never sleep. Folks look like they never even got to bed last night. Up already. In the store, food is everywhere. They're playing dominoes over there. Simply amazing. I wonder why they perform so well every 4 years. They perform magnificent feats and displays of energy and effort in the Olympics, man. It's my goodness, man. This is nurtured. This is nurtured, man. This energy level is nurtured. But yeah, we're heading to the airport right now. This particular ride is only gonna cost me like $3 to the airport. $3. Catch y'all when I get there. Yeah, I'm flying Air Asia, so it's right here. It's right here. Yeah. Air Asia right here. Air Asia. Empty. Good. Very good. Awesome. Put this away for a minute. I had to check one of my what would be a carry-on on a U.S. carrier, on a small suitcase. I had to pay for excess weight. They sent me to the ticketing excess baggage office. Pay like $1,400,000 VIN. That's probably equivalent to about $30 maybe. No, about $20. About $20. So then I had to come back over here to see this young lady so that she can confirm everything for me. They have a lot of luggage. I know they excess, man. She told me to just wait a moment. Man, they got luggage. Clear. I mean, it's not congested in here this morning at all, by no means. But at the gate, I'm gonna have to grab me a cup of coffee and so forth. So I'm gonna shut off the video right for now. Get back with y'all later. Okay, here we are at the airport, of course. Look like any other airport to me. I could be in the Baltimore airport, the Philly airport, the Huntsville airport. It don't really matter. Third world, right? Man, I tell you, we've been sold a bag of lies, man. That's been my preliminary opinion, observation. Man, this place is just as advanced, technologically advanced, just as developed, just as refined as any place I've ever gone. And I've traveled a lot of places, having spent 21 years in the military and lived abroad for 6 years. It's amazing. There's gate 4 right there. I'm gonna just go find, let me see what time is it? I have a lot of time. I'm gonna sit up here and probably eat me a little breakfast. Let me go down to the gate. Let me just identify the gate location first. Then I'll come back up here to get something to eat. Let me see. There might be, okay, gate 4. Oh, this is gate 4 right here. This is gate 4 right here. Gate 4, boarding gate. Let me see what's down here. Because if they're the same little eateries down here that there are upstairs here, I'll just stay, I'll eat down here. There's a small little booth stand. You got potato chips and all that kind of thing over here. This is just a waiting area. Nice waiting area. Look at this waiting area down here, man. Look at the waiting area. You got your free charging ports. Just sit down and chill, right? Just sit down and chill. No hurry. There's a Vietnam gift shop. Yeah, there goes gate 4 right there. So I'm gonna go upstairs here and grab me a, maybe I might grab something to eat. But definitely gonna get me a coffee. Definitely gonna get me a coffee. I'm definitely gonna get me a caramel macchiato, baby. Okay, here we go. And this is my breakfast for this morning. I have a mocha, and then I also have a this is called a Wanyu Dion Bay, as you can see. And for the person on my comments, they asked me, they observed my last video that I was eating in a Jamaican restaurant, and they wanted to know why am I in the Southeast Asia. I'm not eating, and I'm eating Western food. I guess again, and my reply was, please go back and check, take a look at the previous videos that I've uploaded since in this particular Southeast Asia tour series, and you'll find that my dietary experience has been rather varied. So here again is an example, just so you know, of me doing what I've been doing, and that is eating or testing out and experiencing the fine, refined flavors of Southeast Asia cuisine, Vietnamese and Thai cuisine. All right, so yeah, and you dining with the EA. Love y'all. Oh, and this is breakfast, by the way. This is breakfast. A little mocha. Damn, that bit my damn tongue. Decided to, of course, come down to my gate area just to chill and relax. Okay, in departing Danang, my impression of Danang is beautiful. Danang is beautiful. The people are very, very pleasant. They're very, very courteous. They're very, very attentive, and those who work in the service industry. The Vietnamese that you encounter out and about, just walking, down the street, or entering a shop or a store, or here in the airport, the taxi drivers, they are extremely courteous people. Very courteous, very respectful. The city is clean. It's well. Very, very organized. Everything appears to be so organized here. The people are like Energizer bunnies. I mean, they're like, they are up and let's go. Wheels up. Let's go. Let's get it done. But when they relax, they chill. But they seem to be a matter of fact kind of community. I don't like to generalize. Everybody's different, of course. But if I was to give you my opinion, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm giving you my opinion of what my a few days since that I've been here, what my impression has been. Generally, let me just get a general personal opinion, perspective, is that the Vietnamese people, when you talk about hospitality, courtesy, making you feel welcome, inviting you in, that's a quality. That particular quality here is on steroids.
Everybody wants us to do that.
How you doing, sir? My name is Edward.
Oh, well, I don't want
to. My name is Edward.
Okay, I don't want to be on the camera.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be on the camera? Okay, well, I won't put you on the camera then. I won't put you on the camera. He said he didn't want to be on the camera. Okay. Yeah. How long did you stay there?
28 nights.
28 nighs.
Too much food. I got too fat.
All right.
Free food upstairs. All drinks all day long.
Right.
420. We used our points. It was like $40.
Is that right?
And then we stayed at this hotel by the river. We make a deal with them.
Uh-huh.
We stayed for 51 nights. We take connecting rooms.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have connecting rooms at the Grand Compass. We didn't like that. We like to be too isolated.
Right.
So we did connecting rooms. We stayed 51 nights, $31, free laundry, the buffet breakfast, turned down service. They gave us whatever. They treated us like kings. They hugged us. They brought us cards, said goodbye, and we're coming back in February for 36 nights.
Wow. Wow. That's wonderful.
We booked in the end of June. We're going to go to Singapore for 6 days. We're going to go to Chicago 28. We're going back to Bangkok again after February for another 50-something days.
That's wonderful, sir. I just met I'm talking to a gentleman. He don't want to be on camera, but it's a great gentleman. But him and his brother, they're twins. They're just traveling all over Southeast Asia. Slow travel. He said they're slow traveling through Southeast Asia.
You got to do your research.
And he said you got to do your research. And this is something I've been advocating.
And you can't think American. You're an Asian. You got to think Asian.
He said you can't think American. You got to think Asian.
We have the best dentist here.
He said the best dentist.
We have the best dentist here in Danang.
The best dentist in Danang.
An exam, X-rays with computer and camera, and dental hygienist 35 minutes. Two of us, $600,000, which is about $19.
$19
Two people.
for 2 people. Exam,
X-rays,
X-rays, and what?
cleaning.
And cleaning for how much?
$300,000 a piece.
300,000. That he converts USD.
About $9.
$9. $9, folks.
And I needed a
Telling you.
crown. I needed a crown, which I knew.
Right.
$196 US.
Wow. Got a crown for 190. They charge me $800 in the US for my crown.
They charged me $1,600.
My man said they charge him $1,600 for a crown in the United States in Las Vegas. He said they sold everything in Las Vegas. Sold their house, the whole 9 yards. 2 twins, old gentlemen. They sharp as tack too. Man. You know, he said they traveling. How many days have you guys been traveling?
We left Las Vegas last December 2nd.
They left Las Vegas last December the 2nd, and you've been on the road since last December the 2nd. You and your brother?
To 2033.
They're gonna be on the road to 2033. His brother said, "Don't say that."
Say how old we are. 72 years old.
72 years old, twins. They look just alike. They look just alike. He said, another brother said, "Look, don't tell about what we are. We're gonna divulge our identity." You know what they said? He said that they just spent 42 days in the Crown Plaza Hotel, which is right across from where I stayed, the Novotel. He said they had laundry. They paid $38 a night. Laundry was taken care of. Free breakfast. What else did he say? Buffet on Sundays. Right? Free buffet. He said that he said they treated him like kings. And look, that's now granted. I just turned the camera on to these gentlemen when I was sitting here talking to you guys and explaining, giving you my take on Vietnam. You know, he saw and heard me talking. He actually was our content creator.
And one more thing, when you use
One more thing you want to tell me?
And when you use your credit card here, do not tap. Make them turn. It kills them. Make them turn the machine around and put it in yourself, because the stores, all the credit cards told us before we left that the store's Wi-Fi can be hacked.
You know what, sir?
So I always make them. It kills them. It kills them. I don't hand them the card. I put it in myself.
Right. You know what this gentleman just now shared with me? He just shared with me. He was told.
Am I right?
Your checking bag need to be rechecked again.
Hold on.
Follow me, Lord.
She asked me to refollow her because I need to recheck my bags. They thorough here. Let me see what this is about. Yeah, look, man. As I was, as I was just sitting down, chilling, right, talking to you guys. I was conversing with the older gentleman, the 2 twins, that are traveling here in Southeast Asia. And while I was sitting there, the reason why I stopped abruptly, an attendant came over and asked me. She said, "Sir, I need to see your passport, and I need you to follow me. I was like, what? I said, pardon me? She said, I need you to follow me right now. So I'm like, okay, what's this about? So she said, your bag. I'm like, my bag? The bag, I had to check a bag. I'm like, oh shit, what's going on with my bag? Somebody done dropped something in my goddamn bag. Do I have anything in my bag? I start thinking. My mind was racing. I'm thinking, I'm saying to myself, there's something in my bag that could potentially be a violation or something. So I'm like, damn. And I'm thinking like, man, my flight getting ready to leave here in at 9:40. It's already about 8:35. About 8:35, they should be boarding soon. So I stand up and I'm, following the attendant. They straight business. I told you they about business, about, getting things done. So I followed her, and then she passed me off to someone else, right? And then this was a female. She passed me on to another female. Then this female, she passes me on to a gentleman. She takes me down to security, and at security, she handed me over to a gentleman, right? So the gentleman, he takes my passport. He says, follow me. So he walks me through customs, and he gives them my passport. And he said, follow me. I said, they got my passport. He said, don't worry, we'll get it. Follow me. Now, if you're traveling anywhere, man, there's one document you always want to keep with you, especially if you're out of the country, is your passport. So for him to tell me, no, we'll come back for it, you can just imagine, man, the alarm started going off for me, right? I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I'm not, this is the honest to God truth. So he gives me my boarding pass, and he says, follow me. So he takes me to a baggage room, right? Now, I've seen this kind of stuff on TV. Take me to a baggage room, and there was my bag sitting there. And there was this attendant there, this female. She had my bag, the x-ray picture of my bag on the screen. And, I couldn't understand what she was saying. But basically, long story short, she asked me, look, take your bag out, right? Outside. I'm like, well, they told me to come to you. She said, take your bag outside. So I took it out. She said, take everything out of it. Then she said, I opened my bag up. Then she said, no, zip your bag back up. She said, take your bag down there. And she just pointed in the direction. So I spoke with the first attendant, ticketing agent that I saw. I said, look, I was told to come down here. I have my ticket, my passport's in the back at customs. What's the problem? She said, come over here. She said, go down and locate the ticketing agent that processed you in. I couldn't tell one from the other, to be honest with you.
She said she's sorry.
I couldn't tell one from the other, because they're attractive young ladies. They all they resemble each other, okay? They resemble each other. So I couldn't find her. I think I would have remembered if I saw her face, though, right? So what I did was I went straight to the person that was just sitting there, and she said, put your bag up on the thing. She said, she looked at my paperwork, that apparently my ticket. She said, oh, you have a battery in your bag? So I reached inside. I have a power pack in my bag. Normally I carry it in my carry-on, right? And it's carry-on. It would be in carry-on if I was in a U.S. carrier. But here, of course, you can't. You have to travel even lighter. You could have one bag as opposed to two bags, right? So I normally, coming over here, I had that power pack in the bag that I carried on the plane with me. I didn't have it in the bag that I checked on the way over here, right? So I reached in there, I pulled it, I said, damn, that's what it is. So I pulled it out of there. And everything. And she said, okay, put your bag back on the belt, right? She said, go back around and get go back through customs. So I had to go all the way around. By that time, the line was long as you don't know, out the door. So I scooted around everybody, right? And got up to customs, going around out of the line. And one of the customs agents, I was calling him over to me, right? And I think he took offense at the way in which I was gesturing to get his attention, because I didn't want to be in violation, right? So he looked at me like, because I did like this right here. When he came to me, he did like this. You know what I mean? It was kind of annoying to him. You know, like, you know, who you waving your finger at? I wasn't waving my finger, but you know, miscommunication, right? You know, in a foreign country, and you got to be patient. And I was extremely patient. Look, I gotta run real quick. I'll get back with y'all. Okay, yeah, she had to check my passport and everything, boarding pass and everything. I hope I got the. I hope I didn't put the other power back in there. Otherwise, they're gonna be coming to get me again, and I'll miss this flight. You know, but nevertheless, you know, yeah, man, I didn't sweat the whole time. You know, I was cool and collected. I'm like, I'm saying to myself, man, I know ain't nothing in my bag in violation. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking like, you know, somebody slipped something in my bag. Now, granted, remember now, I was just scammed, right? My credit card was just scammed for like $1,500. Matter of fact, I checked yesterday. I told y'all about this day before yesterday. I checked yesterday, and they had took another $500 out of my account. So I did call my bank. My bank is Regions. Fantastic customer service, right? And man, they were very helpful, very patient with me, right? And they informed me that I needed to call back tomorrow so we can file the claim and everything. But they did reissue my credit card, right? So it'll be at the house when I get there, God willing. But yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you're traveling, man. You know, you gotta be patient, and you got to expect the unexpected, right? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Thank you, Lord, for the blessing and covering, right? It's like Faye said, you know, God got me, right? Out. Oh, before I tuned out, I don't even know if I finished my story, right? Check it out. When I gestured to the custom agent, you know, he gestured back like he was a little bit annoyed at me. You know, he kindly walked me towards in the direction of where my passport was, right? And went over to a counter, grabbed my passport, right? Gave it to me, right? And I had to go back through their version of the TSA, right? So they could check my small bag and everything, right? So, and I hustled on down here, and as you can see, we getting ready to board right now. All right, so they get on this plane, man, and get on back to to Bangkok. All right, later. Okay, finally made it. I'm on the plane, right? I'm so far up in the car. I'm so far up in the. I'm right in the front of the plane. I'm in seat 1C. I'm so close to the controls that they can call me the third officer on board this joint right here. They might as well give me the controls. Pass the controls over here. I can go and start giving directions, man. I hope everybody move back to the back of the plane, please. Please find your seats. Don't loiter around in the aisleway. Thank you. Make sure you leave enough room in the overhead storage for other bags. Upon finding your seat, please have a seat and fasten your seat belt. Make sure that your tray tables are up. We will be departing momentarily. Yeah, man, I'm in seat 1C. I'm a part of the crew. I'm a part of the crew this morning. Hey, look, I only paid $45 for this flight. $45 for this flight from Vietnam to Bangkok. I must have paid top dollar because I got the whole row to myself. Look, I got the whole row to myself, and the other side. Look at all them empty seats. Look at all them empty seats. I told y'all I was a part of the flight staff. I told y'all I was up here by myself. I told y'all. You're gonna learn today.
Be careful when you make your reservations. You check the correct.
I will. I most certainly will.
And always choose when you fly AirAsia. It's the best airline in Asia. Always choose. For a little extra money, you get the premium class.
Premium
Not the
flex.
standard flex, the premium.
Premium flex.
And you don't need to do the insurance.
See, I didn't know that because I was wondering why I was up here by myself. I thought I was in first class. I didn't know I had paid extra money.
The first 5 rows, no one ever sits in them.
No one ever sits in these rows.
No one wants to pay the extra $30.
No one wants to pay the extra $30. And me, a foreigner, unknowing, not knowing what I don't
Now
know,
you know.
now I know.
Air Asia is one of the largest airlines in the world.
I didn't know that.
It's a discount airline.
Uh-huh.
They fly all over.
Right.
And we always choose Air Asia.
And I didn't know that by virtue of the fact that I'm in these seats with the premium, that I was entitled to a free meal. They didn't tell me that I was entitled to a free
You
meal.
didn't choose it.
I must not have.
It says just seats, meals, check. And a meal. It's free.
Is that right? I know now.
Only water though, no soft drink.
No soft drinks. Yeah, I just bought a water for 40 baht.
60 baht. 40 baht. You can buy waters in Thailand for 6 baht at 7-Eleven. Also, a key when people go to Bangkok, go to the 7-Elevens.
Yeah, I know that 7-Eleven is an extremely popular little exchange. And
It's unbelievable. You can buy everything.
I know you can. I was told you can even buy plane tickets there.
I'm not sure about that, but 7-Elevens, they're in every corner, every block.
They sure are. Very, very, very surprising to me.
And so different than the United States.
Apparently, yeah, absolutely. Let's go right ahead, young man. Yeah. So,
What are you doing, Village? Video?
yeah, I'm going to put this on my page. I'm learning a lot here.
Slow travel is the key.
Slow travel is the key.
You're not a tourist.
That's right. I'm not a
You're
tourist.
going to the same place several times a year. The first time you do a lot of things. When we first came to Bangkok in December of 2024, that was our first time in Bangkok.
Okay.
So we did all the touristy things.
Right.
The Grand Palace, the River Canal, the riverboat, and you got to check out the malls. The malls in Bangkok are something.
As a matter of
else.
fact, I'm going to, when I get back today, I'm going to check out the Icon Siam?
Icon Siam, that's the really luxury on the river. But for the mall to get the best value for your money, to get the best deals, go to MBK.
MBK.
First and second floor.
Is that at Siam?
No, that's at MBK.
That's a separate mall?
Right.
MBK.
The malls are unbelievable.
Right. I know there's another one there called Terminal 21.
Yes, Terminal 21 is very good also. Each floor is a different street. Tokyo, London.
Really?
But the cheapest food court in a mall in Bangkok is Terminal 21.
Terminal 21.
Top floor.
Top floor?
And when you go to a food court, they have the cashiers.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Take care. And those are the twins, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the twins. These guys are full of good information. They're world travelers. They have a great sense of humor. Very kind. And I asked them when are they going back home. They said they're never going home. They said they're 78 years old, man. Man, oh man. They said they sold everything they own. Cars, houses, the whole 9 yards. You can tell they're well-to-do, and they're now world travelers. They've been in Danang since August. These are actually, they're going back to Bangkok now. They're going to be there for 45 days. Then from there, they're going, I think, to Indonesia, Cambodia. You got to love it, man. Okay, I'm not using my speaker. I don't have it on me right now. It's in my other bag, but just arriving back in Bangkok. Had a wonderful time in Vietnam, Danang. These gentlemen, international arrivals. Okay. The two gentlemen, the two twins, man, they were some interesting characters. Yeah, man. They're behind me. They said, "You go, man. You go." They said, "We're old." Yeah. So, we're back here. I'm running the bathroom real quick. Get down through customs. Check out the little vacuum cleaner they got rolling in here. Okay, let me go to the bathroom. There's a maid right there. There's the new housekeeper right there. There's the new housekeeper right there. See the new housekeeper? A little talking vacuum cleaner. Yeah, go down here to customs, then go pick up my bags. Oh, someone asked me, you know, I love your comments. You know, keep the comments coming, you know, and I love responding to them. And this is to the person that asked me a little while ago. I wanted to know, why do I wear the same shirt every day? And I'm gonna answer you, directly. I'm gonna give you a response, a personal response. And it goes a little bit just like this right here. You need to find something to do because you got too much time on your hands. You got too much time on your hands, baby. Oh man. Yeah, keep the comments coming. Love y'all. The other thing I gotta do two things. I gotta double check and make sure my phone is working the way it should. That's number one. Visa on arrival. Number two, I've got to cash in all of this Vietnamese money that I had. I got to cash in all this Vietnamese money, convert it over to Thai baht. Where's immigration? Thank you. I go through immigration over here. I'm just walking. Yeah, I'm just walking, y'all. Check out these dishes right here, y'all. Check that out right there. Doesn't that look good? Tell me that don't look good. Damn, that look good. I just called my grad. He asked me to let him know that I was in a red shirt, standing outside of door number 4. He replied back, take a picture of door number 4. So he's about 7 minutes out. This Grab boat transportation system, man. I don't know. You know what? I've never ridden in a Lyft or Uber, but these guys are extremely efficient. So I'll just wait here until he shows up. Oh yeah, when you're traveling, make sure you get one of these. Let me show you what I have here. Little charger for your telephone. This is a hardy one right here. This is 35 watts. Actually, this is the one that was inside my check bags, right? That they called me back to remove. It's nothing but a battery. You cannot put them in your check bags. Otherwise, they'll flag your check bags. You can put them in your carry-on, however, right? I have 2 of them. One is a little bit smaller, but this is a 35 watt. Man, this will charge up my laptop. Of course, it charges up my phone. My phone is a little low on power right now. So, you know, all I did was just hook the cable up to it, the back of it, like so, right? And it's charging up, see? I don't know if you can see the... Yeah. Trust me when I tell you. Not that hot today. Not that hot at all. Let me go ahead and put this away. Look, this Grab system is so efficient. That's why a lot of folks don't have cars over here. You know, they don't have cars. The native Thais and of course the Vietnamese, you know, it's motorbikes, man. Motorbikes rule the road. They rule the road. Cars almost look, you know, like kind of a cumbersome inconvenience. only, I'll put it like this, for you to own one, all right? But because there's, you know, the boat and the grab systems, like I said, are so convenient and efficient. That's why folks sell their cars, they sell everything before coming over here. No car note, man, no car note. My car right now, my car is sitting in the garage. And it's gonna sit there until I get back. God willing, you know, I'll be making a move over here in January 2026 or February. I'm looking at no later than end of January, mid-February. Once I get all my I's dotted, T's crossed, and loose ends tied together. You know? I went ahead and contacted spoke with my realtor and asked her to remove my house from the MLS effective November 21st. So, because, you know, it's not selling. It's been out there on the market, and my house is off the chain. I know it's a nice house. But, you know, the housing market is what it is. Interest rates are what they are. Folks are staying still. Plus, with the government shutdown, people are just not, you know, investing like that. Not right now. And right now, it's a buyer's market. I'm not giving my house away. So I just hold off. I've already hooked up with a property management company. They're going to screen potential renters, leasers, for, you know, year, 2-year lease or whatever the case may be. We're going to go from there, man. And I keep my property. So I'll just throw some things in storage. I'm gonna put my living room in storage. I'm gonna put my dining room in storage. One of my bedrooms, my master bedroom in storage. My master bedroom in storage. I got a house full of furniture. What my daughter don't want, or my son for that matter, you know, he haven't heard from me. Clear, get in touch with your dad. They go into you know, what I have goes to my kids, man. You know, it goes to my kids. But I know my daughter's coming down to pick up some things. Just waiting to hear from my son, you know, so I can coordinate with him and see what he wants. Whatever they don't want, I'm gonna sell or give away to a good home. Hey, I gotta go.